Many people look at the major religions and ask, what's the difference? Aren't they all basically the same? In this video, I'm going to explain how Christianity is unique compared to other major religions. Let's start off with something all major religions have: a central figure and a teaching. For example, in Islam, there is Muhammad and the Quran. In Buddhism, there is Buddha and the Noble Path. In Judaism, there is Moses and the Law. In Christianity, there is Jesus and his message, the Gospel. Whatever we may make of their claims, the reality is that they are all teachers who point to their teaching or show some particular way. In all of these, there's some sort of instruction to a way of living. For example, in Islam, it's not Muhammad you follow, it's the Quran you follow. In Buddhism, it's not Buddha you follow, it's his noble truths that you follow. In Judaism, it's not Moses who you follow, it's the law that you follow. In contrast, in Christianity, Jesus is the one you follow, and so is his message, the gospel. Jesus did not only teach his message, he was identical to his message. He did not just show a way. He said, I am the way. He did not just proclaim a truth. He said, I am the truth. He did not just live a lifestyle. He said, I am the life. In the Bible, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. That's why being a Christian is not just a way of living and following. Following Jesus begins with a way of relating and being. Let's take Buddhism as a specific example. It's often oversimplified as a religion of compassion and ethics. However, it's arguably the most complex system of belief. This may not be so clear, but from what I read, it starts with the Four Noble Truths on suffering. Following that, there's an eightfold path on how to end suffering. Seems simple. Now it gets complicated. As one enters the eightfold path, there emerge hundreds of other rules to deal with every situation. There are four offenses that can result in a loss of one's discipleship status. On top of that, there is another complex system for ways of restoration. 30 rules are given to ward off pitfalls, but before one deals with those, there are 92 rules that apply to just one of the offenses. The rules of discipleship are applied 227 for men and 311 for women. The most common prayer for forgiveness in Buddhism from the Buddhist Common Prayer reflects this numerical maze. I beg leave, I beg leave, I beg leave. May I be freed at all times from the four states of woe, the three scourges, the 8 wrong circumstances, the 5 enemies, the 4 deficiencies, the 5 misfortunes, and quickly attain the path, the fruition, and the noble law of nirvana, Lord. That's the Buddhist common prayer of forgiveness. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong about Buddhism. I'm not a Buddhist or very knowledgeable in it, but this is what I've found from what I have read. If you can find a video or a website that can better explain it, then you can put it in the comment section below. By contrast, Jesus very simply drew the need of his followers to the hunger which is spiritual in nature, a hunger that is shared by every human, so that we are not human livings or human doings, but human beings. We are not in need of a superior ethic, like many religions point to. We are in need of a transformed heart that seeks to do the will of God. And it's our being that Jesus wants to feed. He warns that there are depths to our hungers that the physical does not satisfy. There are heights to existential aspirations that our activities cannot achieve. In summary, many central figures of religion point to a particular set of rules or a way of life that can satisfy us temporarily. but Jesus points to himself as one who can satisfy eternally, and he does it as no one else has ever done.